Don't believe everything you think, my friend. Because your thoughts, they are just things you picked up in your life. They do not, I repeat, they do not belong to you. I'm recording this video for my friend. She keeps making herself small because of the thoughts that are not even hers. I've been there and I know that place. This video is for her and for everyone who is going through the same. I used to suffer from my thoughts, and for a really long time, it was really hard just to be with myself. And in that dark moment, I needed I needed something that could help me back to who I was. And today I'm going to share exactly what I did to guide myself back to love. When I am out of alignment, I use this again. Because here is what I truly believe. You are created with such a high potential, your soul. And that is who you are. Look at a child, fully themselves, happy, free. And then they start saying when a child grows up, don't be too much, don't be too loud, be perfect, get good grades, yada, yada, yada. And what do? We start to change. We try to fit in that perfect picture, what they want to make from us. And then what do we start to do? We take those beliefs from other people or the things they're saying about us as new belief. We accept them as new belief. Like what they're telling is the truth. Without even questioning them, we accept it for our truth. And that is answer to one of my subscribers' questions. What do you mean by losing yourself? Like being so entangled with all the beliefs which are not true, but you accept them for truth. And you're living your life based on that truth. So I want to share something that really helped me. And that is the metaphor of a radio device. Imagine a radio device and it has all these different frequencies, right? And you have your original frequency. How you came to this world, pure love. And that is still here. And when I talk about remembering who you truly are, I'm talking about this because it's not becoming that. It's about unlayering yourself from all these beliefs. Your truth is always here, hidden. But over time, other signals got added on top. And your frequency went lower and lower and lower. And then you attract what you send out. And this is really important because they always say, right, you attract what you are. And maybe I've said this also, but what I actually mean is you don't attract what you are because what you are is pure love, always. But you attract what you became. You attract what you picked up along the way. And that's the difference. So what did I do? I started to train myself back then. It was in 2020 in observing my thoughts. Meditation is one of the best practices. In my case, it really helped me to observe my thoughts. And I saw that what I was thinking was so not true. But until you're aware of it, everything you take as, yes, this is true. And after having that thought, you get a feeling. And after that feeling, that becomes your personality. So a key to hacking this is becoming aware of your thoughts are not true. Don't believe everything you think. Most of them are just from other people. And I pick them, you pick them up, but it is not your frequency. It is not my frequency. After knowing this, we have the question, okay, but how do we get out of this, right? How do we change this? And this is why I will always say God first, because after noticing the patterns you have, the thoughts, I ask for guidance because you don't have to do this all alone. I ask God, my angels, my spirit angels, to guide me back to my truth. Genuine intention. And I also looked for the signs. I asked for signs because I wanted to have evidence back then that I am protected and that I am guided. And that is how I started to shift from believing my thoughts, uncovering the truth. And let me give you also an example, a real example, because my biggest dream is to speak on stages, to connect with people, to guide them home, to mirror, that is just me. That is just what I love to do. And there was this moment, I was so deep in that energy of, it is not working out. I tried this for such a long time and it's not working out. And then my cat got injured and she has stitches. I had to sit still the whole day. I had to be around her. I still have to be around her because she's licking her stitches. That day, I was thinking how easy life was before. And, you don't realize what you have until, stress comes in your life. And I was just in that energy of thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And from that energy of being grateful, something shifted. Because I could have seen this, like Luna, my cat, getting injured with, why is everything happening to me? But, something shifted with myself because I knew nothing is happening against me. Everything is happening for me. And I saw it as an invitation to be grateful for what you already have, even though you want things in your life, right? Without these difficult moments, you cannot see all the good that was already there. And from that gratitude in your life, I came back. Sometimes we manifest things from the wound rather than from the right frequency. And I think that this is a beautiful example of that. So it is really important, if you ask me, to come back to gratitude every single time, because that frequency is one of the highest frequencies. And this is the part I think most people skip. Dare to sit still, because when you stop moving, everything comes up. Thanks to Luna, I had to sit still. And the thoughts, the doubts, the fear, everything came up. But that is exactly where the shift is. I had to get bored, do really nothing. And from that, the things come to the surface. So that's what I would say. Do nothing, get bored, really sit still, live like a cat for a day. And it's uncomfortable, but that's what I truly believe in. You allow God's guidance to come in when you sit still. Inspiration comes, it doesn't come from pressure, I have to find a solution. No, it comes from sitting still, and then you're open to guidance. So change your frequency first, and then you take action. Because those actions that told you that nothing is working, not true, my friend. Just signals you picked up somewhere. And you can change the channel. Not by fighting them, but coming back to yourself. By asking God for guidance, by asking God for discernment to see things through the lens of love. So, dear friend, I see you. If you're watching this, you are not your thoughts. Ask for guidance, ask for the wisdom to follow the guidance, and come back to yourself. Change your frequency. So don't believe everything you think. Question it, okay? And that is how you will find out your truth, because you are love, you are light, you're created by God. That sentence alone says everything. So come back to alignment, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.